Alrighty, well, welcome back. We're going to try this again. Tuesday wasn't very good. I don't know what happened to the stream. We're going to try it again, see if it works. I didn't change anything because I hadn't changed anything before Tuesday. So if there was something on my end, I don't know what it could be. I mean, I did look at it, and I couldn't tell that anything changed from anything that I had been doing before. So, turn this... GPS is it running? Kind of, sort of. AVC all good. Let's do this. Let's kick this pig. Hey, Scorp. All righty. Well, let's see. I'm going to try some... Oh, I was trying to get my GPS running. Load a track first. Okay, well, let's go to setup then. We should have a seed. There we go. It's going the wrong way. Well, it might be going the right way. We'll see. There's a sunspot. Must have been something. I don't know. How's it going, buddy? Yeah, I even had my favorite shirt on Tuesday, and this is my second favorite shirt, I guess, if I had a favorite. Carol buys a lot of these shirts that have sayings on them, like T-shirts that, you know, go Eagles or something on them, or that kind of stuff. And I'm not into all that stuff. Or somebody throwing you the finger and saying F something on your shirt. I don't like those kind of shirts. I like just regular T-shirts that have nothing on them. My favorite kind of T-shirt, and it's not even a T-shirt, but it could be kind of considered a T-shirt because it's not a tailored dress shirt like these dress shirts. You know, they're sewn in the shoulder. There's a seam coming out of the shoulder all the way down and then around your arm and stuff. You know, it's tailored. A T-shirt's just a pull-on. It's just... You know, it's just shaped like your body, and you pull it over, you know, like a hot dog in a bun. And so it's a different kind of shirt. My ones that I really like are turtlenecks. I've always liked turtlenecks. Don't know why. And do you know what a dickie is? I'm doing sunflower seeds here today. Eating Funyuns and working hard. You didn't have to go in this week, do you? Look, do those rocks ever go away? From the very time I started this map, I turned the rocks off. But this one field always has rocks in it for some reason. Can't stand turtlenecks. Yeah, but do you know what a dickie is? Because believe it or not, I used to wear a dickie to school with a particular shirt. So a dickie just goes around your neck and a little bit in the front here. And it's to try to fake people into thinking you're wearing an undershirt when you don't have an undershirt on. Because back in the day, people didn't put a shirt like this on without a T-shirt underneath. And I was always too hot. I couldn't stand that. I couldn't stand wearing two shirts. So I had a dickie that I would put on under a dress shirt to make it look like I had an undershirt on. That's what was the object of them. Also to give the shirt a collar if it didn't have a collar. Yeah, I would always get too hot. Like, see, like sweaters. I don't mind sweaters, but I can't wear, or even sweatshirts, but I can't wear them if they're not open in the front with a zipper. You know, the pull-on sweatshirts, like with a hood or not a hood, but a pullover sweatshirt. I can't stand those because when I get hot, I can't get out of them. If I have a sweatshirt that has a zipper in the front and I get warm, I just unzip it. And, you know, so yeah, I don't like pullovers. I don't mind pullover, like polo shirts or t-shirts, but heavy clothes like a sweatshirt I don't like, or a sweater. A sweater is the same way. I don't like pull-on sweaters because I can't get out of them when I get warm. Especially in the winter when you need something heavy like a sweater, and then you go inside where somebody's got a roaring fire going, and you can't strip out of your sweater because it's a pullover. If it's a zip one, you can take the zip off, you know. I'm just piggy. Hey, Craig. So actually, I have 0 drop frames today. None. 0. And I normally do have none. Tuesday there was something wrong, and I don't know what it was, and I don't think it was me. Notice there's no rocks in this part of the field. Why is that? That's kind of weird. Craig, what's happening today? Everything's going well today. Thanks, Craig. Nothing to report. Everything's copacetic. Let me turn that on. Hi, Andy. Sorry about that. It's just stupid junk in my throat. It's funny because I didn't notice it this morning. It isn't until I go live that it starts acting up. You didn't get a job? Well, Craig, you heard what I said a couple weeks ago when I used to be out looking. Hey, Jeremy, I always felt if I didn't get a job that it wasn't meant to be mine anyway. So, you know, I always felt if I'm meant to have this job, I will get it. If I don't get the job, I was not meant to have it, and there might have been a good reason that I wasn't meant to have it. Perhaps it was a job that I wouldn't have liked, or people that I didn't like to work with. And so I always considered myself, you know, I didn't kick myself for not getting a job, because I always felt like I said, if it was meant to be mine, I will get it. It just kind of helps you, because it doesn't do you any good to get down in the dumps because you didn't get something. And it doesn't do you any good to sit and wonder what you could have done different. What did you do wrong? You know, that doesn't do you any good.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, Scorp. I was trying to figure out who did the beer round. Was that regular beer? Yeah, it was regular beer. It wasn't. Ow. I got to get a new set of headphones. These things are starting to fall apart on me. And they were expensive too. Well, not terribly. I should say they were probably middle of the road. You know, they're supposed to be a studio headset, but middle of the road. I do have some that are high quality, but they don't. They're foreign, and they're wireless, and the sound doesn't match up with the video in the game. It sounds really good, but the problem is that when I talk, a second later, my voice comes back to me over the headphones, and so I'm completely thrown. I'm off, and I can't work that way. It's kind of like there's an echo. You can hear yourself talking, but it's delayed. Now these, I can hear myself talking through the headset at the same time I'm speaking. So it's just like if I didn't have it on. The ones I'm talking about, I say something and a second later I can hear it. Well, that's enough to throw you off a little bit, while you're trying to. I find myself pausing to say something until I can hear it. so it throws me off. I have trouble anyway. I try really hard. I always have tried really hard not to It's not easy to not as you talk. A lot of people do it. And a lot of it stems from you're a little bit unsure of what you want to say or how you want to say it. And so you, in that pause, you go, like you're thinking, and some people do it a lot. There's a YouTube channel that I watch, and the main guy, it's his channel, but he has his brother working in the background, and so he gives his brother during the live streams a chance to come out and have some time with the audience. And so the brother comes up with these little stories that he's found on the internet, and so they call it his name, Story Time. And he's one of these people that anyway, I was gonna tell you today about a story, and I don't think it's gonna take too long, but I mean, that's how he talks. It's just, and people kind of have fun with it. I saw one night a guy was saying, "Hey, we should make a drinking game on such and such a story time. Every time he says you have to take a drink." And somebody else came on and said, "I couldn't afford it." And I wouldn't last 5 minutes. I'd be drunk. It's kind of funny. Yeah, you had to be there. I'm always off, probably. So it makes me appealing, I guess. Let me do a little bit of a run here. I'm having trouble coming up with the room, turn around and stuff. So it was getting late today, and Carol's not feeling good. I told you guys, that, but she's feeling a little bit better, but she's still in quite a bit of pain. See, I'm thinking. I still do it now and again. I try not to. Anyway, we decided we didn't want to, neither one of us wanted to cook for lunch, so she went up and got us some Panda Express. For those that don't know, it's a fast food, like Chinese food, only fast food. They have a very limited menu, but it's fast. All right, what am I doing? I was doing that. That's what I was doing. Still no drop frames. Everything's looking good. I'm assuming that everything looks good on your end. Mine's a little fuzzy over there. Let me go take a look at what's going on over there. Chow mein with double orange chicken for me. I think that's what Carol gets. I get the Beijing beef. Is it working? Is it working? I guess so. I should check and see how Twitch is doing, I guess. Let me pull this one over. Over here. Over here. Over here. Gotta keep my finger on the trigger. Lori's here. Hey, Lori. All right, well, it looks like Twitch is working okay, too. So I guess we're all right today. Oh, Laura, I hope everything's going well for you today. It looks like the stream's working better. It's all better. Back to normal crap. Boom, 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 boom. Beep, 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 beep. Well, our weather's turned. We had almost 2 weeks of sunny weather in the 50s. You know, so it's not warm, but it was bright and sunny. And clear nights with the full moon. Oh, man. I'd be sitting in a hot tub, which I need to talk about. I'd be sitting in a hot tub, and there's a big skylight over the hot tub. And I can see that moon coming up over the house in the last couple of nights or so. We're back to rainy weather now. And it's cold. It actually, the rainy weather warmed it up a little bit. We're now, well, it cooled it down in the daytime. We're down in the 40s during the day, but we're still in the 40s at night. When the sky was clear, we were getting down to 32, 31, 30, 32 at night, but we're back up into 45 or so at night. Andy says it's snowing. It never snows there. What are you talking about? And Craig lives in Andy's backyard, so if it'd be snowing in one, wouldn't it be snowing in both? No, actually, I think Craig, did you tell me you were up in the north? Maybe that was somebody else told me they were in the north. Great Britain or what never. I know where Devon's at because when I was doing Flight Simulator, I flew over Devon several times, and I flew out of an airport close to Devon. Craig, northeast. Craig's in the northeast. Me and my shadow. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Ba-do-do-do-do-do. Way up north. Way up north. and wait for somebody else to say something because it'll kick up what Scorpion said. I can't see what Scorpion said on my chat feed, but I can see it on the other computer on the screen where it said way up north. I can see that on the live stream on the other computer. The computer I'm playing on doesn't have any of that. Nothing. Obviously, because it's not hooked up to the source of the stream. It is the source of the stream. And you gonna go out and make a snowman? Hot chocolate weather, chilly and rainy. Yeah, that's what we've got. As a matter of fact, I made myself a hot cup of tea this morning, and I got in and I put it on my tea warmer, and I thought, dang it, I was gonna have hot chocolate this morning because I knew it was gonna be wet and cold. And isn't that weird? When it was 30 degrees outside, it didn't feel as cold as when it's 40 degrees with rain. The wetness, the dampness makes it feel colder. I mean, it must do something to your bones, you know, where you get chilled to the bone. Doggone it! I wish I could clear my stupid throat. Makes me feel like an old man. I don't want to feel like that. Do you want to build a snowman? What's easier to make, a snowman or a snow woman? I guess they're both shaped and look alike. All the difference would be that instead of a hat, you'd put a bonnet, and then maybe a pink scarf instead of a black scarf. Maybe red buttons, purple buttons. What else could you put to make it look like a? We used to use a broom for arms and stuff. I don't know what they do nowadays. Snowballs. Andy. Speaking of that, I heard the other day that these people that treat their dogs like their family, they treat their dogs like they're humans, and they take the male dog in to have its balls snipped off. You can have cosmetic balls put back on the dog from a doctor. Why? So they were saying somebody actually asked a question. Why would you do that? Well, so that the dog isn't embarrassed when you take him for a walk in the park. Like the dog's going to get embarrassed because his balls are gone or something. I don't get it. People, they just... do you know what that would cost? I still got the question, why would you do that? It just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. Extra curbs. Oh. Oh, we're talking about my hot tub. My hot tub is slowly getting cooler. I keep it about 104, 105 degrees. And I don't want it to be too hot because that's kind of dangerous. But I want it to be hot enough that when I get in it, especially in the wintertime, I can heat my body core up because that's what I need it for. I have poor circulation, especially in my legs. So I'll go to bed at night, and if my legs are cold, they'll never warm up because I don't have the proper circulation. And if the bed is cold and I get in it, normally when you get into bed, your body will warm the bed up. Well, in my case, my upper body does, because half the time my upper body's out of the covers, and we don't keep heat on in the bedroom at all. We have absolutely no heat on in the bedrooms. If it gets cold, I just put another blanket on. So that being the case, what I do is the hot tub is just outside the door of the bathroom, the main master bathroom, or the main bathroom. And also there's another door on the other wall that comes out of our master bedroom onto the deck. So there's a deck in between the master bedroom and the sunken living room. And on that deck, and the roof of the house goes all the way to the end of the bedroom and all the way to the end of the living room, but there's a space in between those two parts of the building that is a deck, and that's where the hot tub is. So the hot tub is covered by the roof of the house. That's why there's a big skylight over the hot tub. And all I have to do is either walk out of the bathroom or walk out of the bedroom and jump in the hot tub. And so that's what I do. I get ready for bed. I take any pills I have to take, kiss the dog, walk the wife. Wait a minute. Yeah, I didn't get that right. Anyway, so I'm completely ready to just lay down and go to sleep. That's when I step outside, jump in the hot tub, warm my body core up, especially my legs. And when I say I have a hot tub, people think that it's one of those ones where you get 6 people in and you're just having a party, drinking and stuff like that. No, it's a 3-man hot tub, but it's more of a therapy tub. It'll only sit 2 people facing each other on one side, on one half of the hot tub. The other half of the hot tub is like a chase lounge that you kind of lay in. And the whole hot tub itself has like 200 jets for the massage. So when I kick the jets on, that thing's just bubbling and boiling, you know. So as you're laying down in that thing, you have jets on your neck, on your upper back, your middle back, your lower back, under your thighs, under your calves, and shooting towards the end of your feet. So the wall of the hot tub, how am I going to do this? The wall of the hot tub, where your feet are sitting like this in front of that wall, there's jets there. So it's shooting water into the bottom of your foot, into the arch. I mean, every part of you is getting massaged. That's what kind of hot tub I've got, because that's what I use it for. But anyway, the last couple of days, the temperature's been going down, so I'm thinking that the heater's going out. Either it's got more than one element, and one of the elements is not out, because it's still working, but it's not working good enough to keep it hot. Last night I went out there, it was below body temperature, so I ordered a new heater for it. I'm going to have to put that in. Hot rocks. Well, my sister bought me, I don't know how you would explain it, a throw blanket. It's not a blanket that will fill up the whole bed. It's a blanket that will cover just one half of the bed. So, you know, I have a half of the bed, and Carol has a half of the bed. The blanket doesn't go clear across. It's not wide as the bed is. And it's also not long. So when you put it on, it'll only come up to, say, top of my hips, this blanket. But it's electric, and it heats up. And so she bought me this. And I'm thinking, that it was supposed to be like a warming blanket for if you were sitting in an easy chair. But it works okay for me because I can put it on the bed, put it on high a half hour before I go to bed. Then I'm not crawling into a cold bed. Well, the upper part is, but the part where my legs are is warm, and that's what I need. Isn't that interesting? You learn something every day, every noon you learn something. I think I'm getting dementia. Yeah. You'd make your balls jingle. I got spurs that jingle, jangle, jingle. Hot rocks in the bed. I've got one of those things. I bought one. Those things that have the beads in them, or rice or beans or something, and you put it in the microwave and it gets like really hot and holds the heat for a while. Yeah, it wouldn't do me any good to have something like that anyway, because technically, health-wise, doctors advise people with diabetes not to use hot tubs. We're not supposed to be using them. And so if I had something with, and plus I've got neighbors that walk their dogs every night, and I'm going to provide you with more information that you asked for. But remember when I told you that it's just outside my bedroom door? There's a reason why I used a bedroom door. I skinny dip because I'm going right to bed. So, and I don't wear pajamas. I never have. I just wear tidy whities. And when I sleep. So I can jump right out of the hot tub and right into bed. All I got to do is kind of dry myself off a little bit. And so I've got neighbors that have 3 dogs. And when they come out at night, they put these stupid little miner headsets on. You know those lights that miners wear on their helmets? And it's like a spotlight. They put those on when they walk their damn dogs. And so they're in their yard and they're looking all over the neighborhood like this. And that's just like a spotlight right in your face when you're in a hot tub. So they're constantly looking over our fence, with their spotlights. So I kind of have to be careful, what time I go out. Plus, there's another reason why I have to maintain the hot tub. If you have people that are going in the hot tub with clothes on, even if it's swimsuits, the swimsuits generally go through the washing machine. If they don't have a really good washing machine, most washing machines don't get all the soap out of the clothes. So if you get into a hot tub with swim trunks that have been washed through a washing machine, or a 2-piece bikini or whatever you're going to wear, a lot of times there's laundry detergent in that. And next thing you know, you get up the next day and there's bubbles coming out of your hot tub, out of the top of your hot tub. There's suds. And so I have to maintain the hot tub. I like to keep it as clean as I can. The cleaner I can keep it, the less often I have to drain the water and put clean water in. So I have a couple of filters that it goes through, and I've added stuff to my hot tub that's aftermarket. Although I didn't buy it from the market, I just made it myself. So that I have 2 filter systems instead of the one. Actually, there's 3, because my hot tub has one of these things that adds aromatics to the air, so that when you turn the air jets on, when you turn the pumps on, the pumps are pumping water through all the little jets. Is pumping water at pressure, right? So there's 3 pumps. One pump is a circulation pump that runs all the time and just circulates the water through the filter system and the heater. So that's running 24/7. Then there's a second pump that when you get in it, you push the button and it shoots pressured water through all the jets. And then there's a third one that introduces air to those jets. And that's what makes all the bubbles that you get from hot tubs, is the air, not the water. And so I've got 3 pumps. The obviously the main circulation pump has a filter on it, but I put a second filter system in so that it's filtering it twice. But there is a third item that came with the tub that adds aromatic stuff to the air that's being pumped through. And I can't remember what they call it. What's that system that you can get through purification system? Is it osmosis, or I can't remember what they call it, but that's what it is, something like that. It's too technical for me. Did I plant that already? Yeah, it's got the beets on it. Let's see, what else do I have? Oh, crap. I turned my keyboard over onto the other computer. All right, so what was I trying to do? What was I trying to do? Oh, trying to put my boots on. Damn it all. Okay, this is not my field. That are not my field. This is my field. Okay, this is my field, but it's not been planted either. Okay, so let's see. What else should I plant? I just did sunflowers. Let's see what else I got. Before I do, let's do a little bit of this. And soybeans, corn, taters, beets. We got cotton, sugarcane, poplar trees, grass, back to wheat. There's nothing special. I did some barley. I'll do some canola. Why not? Tim's not here to tell me. Reverse osmosis. Thanks, Andy. It's something like that. I can't remember. It's something that's supposed to keep. You know how sometimes water, when it sits around, gets a kind of a moldy or a mildewy smell to it, that kind of thing. This is supposed to keep the water smelling fresh, naturally, instead of by adding foo-foo into the water. I know some people that put foo-foo in their water, and they have to change their water all the time because that foo-foo just ruins the water. It just gets nasty. Yeah, oh shoot, this is already seeded with something. Oh, it's not even my land. Where the hell's my field? There it is. Okay, I just screwed that guy's crop up. I just messed his crop up. Good for me, eh? Yeah, no doubt. Okay, what's happening here? Did I not lower the... I didn't lower the rig, did I? I'm curious, if you turn the seeder on and don't lower it, isn't it still dropping seed? RO water. Yeah. See, I still say once in a while. Better than I used to be. When I first started, I noticed I was doing it all the time because I was nervous. So anyway, these people that were putting the smelly foo-foo in their water, they would take their filter out to kind of rinse their filter off, and it would be like somebody just painted Jello all over it. And I thought, well, it's coming from that crap you're putting in the water. That's got to be really hard on the pumps. Of course, I don't know. Could be they're doing other things in the hot tub that the filter's collecting. Remember, it's a family channel. Keep it clean. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean. All right, I'm going to have to go across the top here because that's what I want to do. So the YouTube is so far behind. I just looked at my computer that's running the stream, and it just put up that Scorpion said hot tubbing in the nude. He said that 5 or 10 minutes ago, and it's just showing up over in the stream. You guys watch too much YouTube. No Tim today. Tim, I miss Tim. He's not here to tell me what to plant. I'm confused. I don't know what to plant now. And Lori's here, and all I can think of is, what is she cooking for dinner? Wind assisted. Yeah. Wind assisted. Could be water jets. Maybe he's got a healthy bladder. Or, what do they call that? A prostate? He's got a healthy prostate. Yeah. We haven't heard from her for a while. You had chili for lunch? That sounds good. Soup in a crock pot? I haven't cooked with... Well, now I just lied. I was just going to say I haven't cooked in a hot pot, a crock pot in ages. But I would be lying because Thanksgiving, I grabbed some real apple cider, some cinnamon sticks, some orange peels, and those extra hot tamales, and poured it all in the hot pot, in the crock pot, and made hot spice cider. So I have used my crock pot recently. I'm a big soup eater. I like soups. For some reason, I like soups. I eat a lot of soup. Unfortunately, it's not a lot. Not a lot of it is homemade. I make a pretty good potato soup and onion soup. Usually, if I'm putting on a couple pounds or something, I'll cook up a big pot of onion soup, and and that's a little deceiving. There's more in it than just onions, obviously. You put some onions and some cabbage, and it really stinks the house up, but it's a pretty good soup. And I used to make a really good potato soup, and then I would go down to the local seafood place, and most of these seafood places have what they call a clam chowder base, and they use it to make their clam chowder. So the base is the clams and a little bit of whatever to make a base, and then you add any kind of vegetables or whatever you want into the clam chowder, and then you make your own clam chowder. So you can buy this stuff by the gallon, this base, clam chowder base. I used to go down and get one of those from Pike Street Market in Seattle, and I would make a really good potato soup and just add the clam base in it, and it kind of makes it a clam chowder with potatoes. It was a really good soup, in my opinion, because I'm a potato eater. I'm a tater eater from way back. Now those other... Oh, I did it again! Damn it! I'm sure messing this field up. That feels really messed up. I went to hit the button to fold it up, and I hit the button that turned it on. Silly me. Clam chowder. Wolf brand chili and fritos. That sounds good. The Wolf brand chili that we got is kind of spicy, and I'm the only one in the family. Well, that's not true. Amy, she pours hot sauce, tapatía, any kind of hot sauce that she can grab her hands on, and pours it all over any kind of food she's eating. She could be eating breakfast cereal and she's putting hot sauce on it. She eats hot sauce on everything. Anyway, I kind of like more spicy food, but I don't like it extra hot. So what we'll take is the wolf chili is a little bit spicy for Carol and a couple of the others here at home. So I'll take the old Nally's chili. I'll take a can of it and a can of the Wolf's and combine them, and it softens it out just about right. Okay, I didn't realize I had already sunflowers planted, and then we got sugar beets over here. So we're ready. I think I got everything planted now. No, I don't. What's this? This is not planted. All right. Damn it. Okay. What about that? What's that? This is, oh, this is the same field. This is that weird shaped field. I don't like it because it's confusing. I'm all confused now. Spicy wolf. Yeah, I had one of the Campbell's thick soups, and the Campbell. This is not their condensed soup. This is a regular soup. You know when you buy tomato and chicken noodle soup, Campbell's, those are condensed. You have to add water to them when you cook them up. Now I don't like watery soup, so I only add about a half a can of water. You're supposed to add a whole can of water with it, and I don't. I only put a little bit of water in it. But anyway, the chunky soups that they have are in a bigger can, so it's a bigger serving, and they're in their actual soups. All right, what am I going to plant? Not grass. Let's do. I'll do some sorghum. I'll do some sorghum. Yeah. So I had. I think it had spicy in the name of the soup. Spicy chicken gumbo. Chicken and something gumbo. I mean, the name of the soup was this friggin' long. I'm pretty sure spicy was in there. And I ate that stuff, and my tongue had blisters on it by the time I was done. Man, that shit was hot. And I don't mind a little heat in food. Boy, I don't think I want any more of that. My tongue was blistered up. It's hot. I'd take a bite of it, and even on the outside of my mouth, if it touched the spoon, it was on fire. I kept wiping with a napkin, and it was still burning the outside of my lips. Damn, what the hell they got in here? Tabasco or something. Yeah, it had sausage in it, the slices of sausage, and chicken. So it was chicken, sausage, spicy gumbo. I have no idea what gumbo is. That's what they call it. When I was young, I thought that gumbo was Dumbo, and then I thought they chopped up that little elephant that could fly and put it in a soup. Oh, a Dumbo soup? No, it wasn't the damn elephant. You moron. Well, that's the magic of a crock pot. You can start it the night before and then it's ready to go anytime next day. That's the magic of it. So if you happen to have energy, you can get a meal prepared and not have to do it the next day when you're maybe tired. Anytime you see the word Cajun, you know it's going to be spicy food. Dinner at Lori's. Chef Google. Oh, that's funny. So Canada's having trouble. Their politics is getting away from them. And there's places now in Canada that are evoking sovereignty rules. And so you may say, what does that mean? That means they're trying to break from the nation. It'd be like Texas. Texas has a deal. Texas became a state, but only on the agreement that they could leave the union. They could secede from the union with a vote of the people. I think that's what it is anyway. Well, now Canada is looking at some kind of sovereignty rights because they don't like the national politics. Doesn't work for their area or whatever. And so they're wanting to secede from the nation. Happy barbecue there, Lori. Did you see where Hawaii's having trouble? Because some of these states are paying for tickets for people that are coming across the border. They're flying them to Hawaii and dropping them off. And Hawaii doesn't have the money to be taking care of welfare people like that. So they got all these people living out in tents, if they have a tent. What's this world coming to, man? Things are really getting to be nasty. My daughter said she's finding all kinds of camping equipment out in the woods because she goes out looking for mushrooms. Because she's coming home with all this stuff. And I said, what are you doing, stealing homeless people's stuff? And she says, no, this stuff's brand new. These people are coming into the area. They're stealing camping goods. They'll go out and make themselves a camp, and then when they move on, they just walk away. When they get to where they're going, they steal some new stuff. And they're making it so easy for you to run into a store and run out with stuff. There are some places where they won't even chase you if you're stealing less than $500, and they won't even press charges because they can't stop them. They can't stop these people from doing it. So they're saying, hey, unless you're stealing more than $500, help yourself. Isn't that ridiculous? So these people, they're too lazy to pack the stuff, so they just steal it when they get to where they're going. leave it when they're done. She's finding all kinds of tents and sleeping bags and that kind of stuff. I don't want to sleep in any sleeping bag or anything, but there's a lot of coolers and stuff you can clean up. And she said it's all brand new stuff because it's recently stolen. There's some stores that have valuable items like jewelry. I saw a news story a couple days ago. A little old woman came in and she had all this costume jewelry, and she was replacing real jewels with the costume stuff when she thought nobody was looking. But the store had already had trouble with looters and stuff. And so they've got somebody that locks the door on you. So when you go in, look at all the jewelry you got, you can't run out. The door's locked. So if you come in and say, hey, I want to see all your Rolex watches, I'm picking one out from my dad, and they pull them all out, and a person grabs about 10 or 15 of them and runs for the door. So now they're locking the door behind people. It's kind of like when you were going to go buy a game at Walmart, and it's in a locked cabinet, and you have to go find a Walmart guy to come and unlock the cabinet so you can look at the games, or get one to buy it even. It's the same theory, really. Hey, I want to see all your Rolexes out on the counter here. And, okay, fine, wait a minute. We're going to go lock the door. And they got places like that have armed guards now. So, they got a guy standing there at the door with a gun, and the door's locked. This little old lady didn't realize that she'd been caught, and they'd locked the door, and she tried to get out. And they went over and showed her every little piece that she replaced with costume jewelry and stuff. It's like, come on. What's wrong with people? People. And and other people wonder why I'd say I don't like people. I'm one of these kind of persons, though, and I've always been this way. If somebody's doing something or saying something, I was always the first to give somebody the benefit of the doubt. I want to hear more about it before I jump to any conclusions. Because I still think there's good people out there. But I have that feeling less and less as time goes by. I see things that are happening. I think, God, I used to think there were good people left out there, but I don't know anymore. And it's so refreshing to find out that every once in a while there is still some good people out there. Jagan lost his iPhone on the bus. It fell out of his pocket. He got home. He's in tears. And I said, what's the matter? And he's standing on the porch. He wouldn't come in the house. What's the matter? He said, I think I lost my phone on the bus. And I said, well, why didn't you come in and tell me? If I hadn't have seen you on the security camera, I wouldn't know you was out here. And so I immediately came in and called the school bus barn and find out if his bus had made it back yet, and it hadn't. So I said, is it okay if I come over? The boy lost his iPhone on the bus, and they said, sure, there's plenty of parking out here. Come on in where the buses pull in. I said, okay, so I did. And we met the bus driver. As we met the bus driver, she saw us coming. She stopped the bus, rolled the window down at her driving station, and said to Jagan, "Man, are you lucky? Another kid found your phone and brought it to me instead of putting it in their pocket." She was even surprised that happened, and she said, "You're so lucky that there was that the only kids left on the bus after you got off were honest kids." A Yeti cooler. What's that one with? What's it got? Hair on the outside or something? It covered with fur. What kind of stuff? I've never been in a Lowe's. What kind of stuff does Lowe's have? Is it? And my frame of thinking is on quality. Because I know Home Depot tends to have cheaper stuff. So it's more economic in cost, but it's also cheaper quality, if I'm not mistaken. Unless you're buying a brand name something or other. I mean, if you're buying a Black & Decker or Skill Saw or something there, you judge for yourself what quality those things are. I know they used to brag about the Sears tools, the Craftsman tools, and how good the Craftsman tools were, and they'd be pounding on them with hammers, that kind of stuff. But I've been told that Home Depot kind of has cheaper materials stuff that they have, so that they can sell it more economically, or more economical. And I don't know. I've never been at Lowe's. Is it a low quality or a top quality or middle of the road? Is it just like the Home Depot? I kind of thought it was, but I didn't know. We don't have one in our area. Closest Lowe's to us is 100 miles away. So if I was going to steal an air conditioner, I want to go to a better quality store, I think. Oh, hell. Here I've been sitting waiting for this. Been waiting all morning because I'm falling asleep again. I think I just got a package. Alexa, volume 8. Alexa, do I have a notification?
One notification. Your Amazon shopping. The shipment has arrived.
It has arrived. I have a shipment. It's my tea. I've been drinking a lot of tea lately. To try not to drink so much Dr. Pepper. And I'm going through more tea than I normally do, so I had to buy another batch. Right, where are we at here? Let's do that. Do that. Woohoo. There are 3 Lowe's within 20 miles of where I live. My shirt has arrived. Oh, my shit. Well, I know you're joking, but when I want to know when I've got stuff coming, that's what you say, except for take this shit and swap it with stuff. I'll say, Ziggy, where's my stuff? And they say, you have an order coming to the day after tomorrow by 8 o'clock. That's that whole thing. I'm going to go in and take a shit. No, you're not. You're going to go in and leave one. And I wish you wouldn't. Take it home. You ain't got to go home, but you can't stay here. A Yeti cooler. I'm still thinking about the Yeti cooler. I'm thinking of that long hair hanging off the side of a cooler. It stank really bad. They say those Yetis, those abominable snowmen, are stinky. They're all stanky. They would be too, because they got hair everywhere. And so they probably got Klingons, right? Uh-oh. Where's my... Oh, crap. Didn't mean to do that. Trying to do my GPS. What? What's a fake'em? I don't have any control over that. I don't know who set this thing up. I can fix it though. Here, I'll fix it. There, that's better. That's better for me anyway. I can pick my nose now. Looks like I missed a spot here, or I'm going to. Yeah, I cut that corner a little short there. Well, come on, Andy. You guys know I'm accommodating. I'll do whatever you want me to do. How many times over the years have I told you I'd never even do that? Hey, CFL, I was telling them earlier that that there was some place in Canada that was trying to do the sovereignty thing to get out of the federal government. Do you know what part of Canada that was? It was in the news yesterday or the day before, I can't remember. Yeah, and you know, it's not like I keep up with Canada news and stuff. I just saw it somewhere for some reason. You do? I don't remember which one it was. Peter's in the house. How's Peter doing? Well, let's see. I think this is the last field I have to work. Then I can speed time up. Lori's too busy in there eating soup. I don't blame her. Hey, did she ever say what kind of soup it was? I forgot to ask. Because I like soup. I'm a soup eater. And I haven't seen Rob today. Maybe he's in there chowing down as well. Oh my God, what if she used him to make the soup? And we'll never see Rob again. Oh, it's a beef barley? I like that. I've been, I told you about, I've been eating those Campbell soups, the thick ones. And they have a pretty good beef and barley. Now I put a little bit extra spices and stuff in it. They have a tendency now to, you know, take salt out of the soups, and it doesn't taste the same as what you're used to. The low salt. Why? Why can't they make a low salt and just sell it as low salt so that people that need low salt can get it, but the people that like the old salty crap can buy it? Because it doesn't taste the same if you put the salt in after it's cooked. It's not the same, in my opinion. Like mashed potatoes, when I make my mashed potatoes, everybody's always talking about how great my mashed potatoes are. Well, I use milk and butter and salt in my mashed potatoes, but I salt the potatoes as they're boiling. So I cut them up into good sized chunks. Get the water boiling. I add salt to the water. So they're boiling in water. And then when I drain the water out, I throw a whole cube of butter in, potatoes that are enough to cook to maybe feed 5 or 6 people. And then I put water in them to make the potatoes creamy. And I mash the hell out of them. My mashed potatoes are always really creamy. And I get upset. I try hard not to use too much milk because I don't like them runny. I want it to be creamy. You know what I mean? Buy Progresso's reduced sodium tomato soup because it's better than the regular one. Really? I've never had Progresso soups. We just always grew up on Campbell's soups, and Carol does the shopping, so I just eat whatever she brings home. Thank God she's not rescuing cats and dogs, or I'd be eating them. Because I eat everything she brings home. Beef and barley. That sounds really good. Okay, soup eaters out there, do you use soda crackers in your soup? Now, I know when I go to the restaurant to get clam chowder, they have those little oyster crackers. Anybody know what those are? Those are those little round crackers that they put in. The oyster crackers. They're not round, but they're kind of they're small. I don't know what shape they would be. Tomato basil soup, huh? Huh. Oyster crackers are fun to throw at people. So's popcorn. We used to throw popcorn over the balcony at the movie theaters. They used to throw, oh God, what was that candy that everybody used to throw? I can't think of the name of it now. We never threw candy because we were poor. We couldn't afford candy. We used to stop by the local grocery store and buy bags of peanuts. These are ones that are already shelled. What do they call that? Where they've taken the shell off.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I still got part of the field up here, didn't get done. Get that. Hate this field. This field's a pain. What happened to CFL? I don't know if he answered me. I was asking him something about Canada. Uh-oh, I'm almost out of seeds. All right. All right, it's mead time. You can't tell who's still in the stream, can you? Lamba fan, how you doing? What's IS? Well, besides the word is. There's Rob. Okay, now, is that really Rob? I mean, did his mom let him out of the soup? Is it really Rob, or is that Lori pretending to be Rob so that we don't think that she actually cooked Rob in the soup? Now I'm really confused. How you doing, Rob? I type. Oh, okay. That's okay. But you type like I do. You know, that's what really amazes me. You get people now that are completely ignorant of a whole lot of stuff that they normally used to learn in school. But you put a cell phone in their hands and they can type like a world champion. They can't spell. Okay, now I'm having that trouble again. It's not... What is that down there? That's seed, isn't it? I think that's seed. It should be loading it. Alright, I might swing around, see if it does it the other way. I don't think it makes any difference, but... Look out, deer. I almost ran over that deer. Oh, the deer. Oh, the deer, deer, deer. WSG Scorp. Okay, I don't know what the heck. I'm on the right computer this time, so my keyboard should be working. But okay, the tanks are open. That's weird. I don't know what's going on. Well, poop law. All right, let's put some fertilizer in. That is not fertilizer. I don't have liquid fertilizer out like that, so that's got to be seed. Why won't it take it in? Weird. It's strange. It's strange and wonderful. Picky dang cedar. That's right. Picky dang. WSG means what's good. Okay, I'll try to remember that. You'd think I'd be really good at that. I'm sick. I am sick and eating cough drops like candy. What kind of cough drops are you using? Are you using a lot of people use the Halls ones. Man, I tell you, when I was a kid, they didn't have flavored Halls cough drops, and they were nasty. Oh, God. They were just nasty. I'd rather have the cold than eat those cough drops. We used to have the Ludens, was the brand name Ludens cough drops, and they were cherry flavored, and oh, those were good. And then they came out with those Halls mentholyptus. And you could see fumes coming out of your mouth when you ate those things. Jeez, they were strong. It's like sucking down, frozen gas drops or something. Huh. Yeah, like you're eating liquid nitrogen. No kidding. Yeah, you'd put one of those things in your mouth and it was like, oh God, my breath just went away. It's like, I'm having trouble breathing. I don't want my breath going away. I need all the breath I can get. Put some of this lighter fluid in your mouth. Then light it up. Anyway, that's what the halls were like when I was a kid. I don't know what they're like now. Because I do think they have flavored halls now, don't they? Yeah, they do. Flavored ones. Doesn't help. Still tastes like you know what. So the new Doctor Who came out. I guess the 60th anniversary Doctor Who, and it's garbage. It's just friggin' garbage. And it was so bad that even people that couldn't wait for David Tennant to come back as the Doctor, they were all excited because David Tennant was coming back as the Doctor. And now they're saying that they don't want to watch any more of his stuff, and they don't even want to watch his old stuff because it was so bad. And one guy explained it like this. He said, if you had a dog and you went outside and you saw that dog eating his own crap out in the yard, would you want to go and let that dog lick your face? He said, now, pretend that's your girlfriend out there eating crap. Do you think you'd want to kiss her after that? He said with the crap that David Tennant put out for Doctor Who was so bad that he can't stand to watch him anymore because he saw him eating crap. Oh, God. If you guys could only see my face. Hey, there's Dennis. Hi, Dennis. Oh boy, I don't think I can pronounce that. I'm just going to call you JC. I don't know if I can pronounce that name. Let me look at it again. It's really small on my screen because I got a 4K monitor over there. Kokemore? I don't know how to pronounce that. I'm just going to call you JC. Hey, the Twinkies are all excited. Somebody subscribed. Does anybody know what happened to CFL? Did he think I was mad? I bet he thought I got mad. I don't get mad at stuff like that. I don't let stuff like that bother me. It's commute time. But he didn't come back. I didn't hear him come back. I mean, literally, if you didn't want to see my face, I don't care. I never wanted to put my face on here. I went for 10 years telling people you'd never see a face cam on me. So if you don't want to see the face cam, I can fix that. So it doesn't bother me. I hope he didn't think I was angry because he didn't come back after he said that I know of. CFL, are you back? Hell, I had a hard enough time putting the camera up and making it work. I never learned how to make it big or small. I don't know how in the hell that works. I just turn it on. And if I'm sitting in front of it, you see my picture. I mean, even this part that it moves around, that's all automatic. I don't do that. All I have to do is move. If I move, the camera moves with me. So I don't do that. It does it automatically. Ah! I screwed my run up. Oh, Lambo, it's not multiplayer. I don't play multiplayer. Andy says I don't play well with others. It's probably true. Hell, I don't even play well by myself. That's why I do everything the Rude Man way. It's the only way I know how. Is it the right way? Probably not. Is it a good way? Probably not. Besides, I don't know how the multiplayer works. When you do multiplayer, do you have to have the same mods? Because that was always the problem. I play with a couple hundred mods and I don't use the same ones every time. I mean, even this morning I came in, I took a couple out and changed a couple. So sometimes with the multiplayers, like with Baldur's Gate, new tractor. Oh, I forgot. Thanks, Andy. I forgot. Everybody that subs gets a new tractor. See, I'm falling down on the job. In Baldur's Gate, when Jeff and I had to play, it took us a couple hours to get everything set up where we could play together. Because not only do you have to have the same mods, they have to be exactly the same mod. And so we both had a particular mod, and it was the same mod by the same mod author. But I had version 1.2 and he had version 1. They would not work together. So we had to figure out why he couldn't get onto my multiplayer game in Baldur's Gate. And we went through the list, and I said, I don't understand what's wrong, because you have all the same mods I have. And so I started looking at the mods, and it just hit me that there was an update on one of the mods that I had just changed before I came on. And I asked him, I said, have you updated your mods today? And he said, no. And I said, I did. Maybe that's the problem. So he updated his mods and got right in the game. That is such a pain. So I don't know if you have to do that on this game or not. I don't know. It used to, when I had a private, when I had the private ones, what do they call them, servers? I had 2 or 3 private servers, and they all had to have the same mods. But that was back in 2015 and 2017, or 2017, 2019. I can't remember. They had too many versions of this game. Mountain Dew time. Cheers. That's right. We get all sparkly here with the Mountain Dew. I'm feeling really sparkly. I can feel it bubble up. It's automatic, Lambo. You get, if you're in the chat, if you're in the chat, you get so many grains of bucket every 5 minutes. If you're active in the chat by chatting, you get a little bit more.
All right.
And then each bean costs a different amount. I think the most expensive one is the alcohol one. The Andy one is the most expensive one. I think it's 25 grain buckets. Most of them are only like 5 or 10.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah, Andy's expensive. But it takes him a long time to make the beer. Gotta get our money back out of that one. Yeah, Andy, he's a big talker, I tell you. Craig hoards his. JC's back. I don't know. I don't know how it works. That's how I set it up. I don't know how it works or if it works. Half the time. Or I think I've got everything seated now. So I can kind of speed up time a little bit. Craig says he has no idea what I mean. Well, probably don't mean anything. I say a lot of stuff, but I don't mean half of it. Craig did that on purpose. You guys, picking on a 70-year-old man trying to give me a heart attack. I've got to figure out how to take the sound down on that. It just scares the hell out of me every time it goes off. All right, let's get out of here. Whoa! I got my speed boots on. Uh-oh. Oh, no, I'm stuck in the pig machine. How'd I get stuck in here? Oh, no. I'll have to teleport to a machine. There we go. Okay. I just found out how old Lambo is. Oh, all right. Well, let's speed up time a little bit. All right, we're gonna go to 8 o'clock in the morning. Watch the clouds go by. It's supposed to be nighttime. There it goes. I will know a big pig food. You can't make me into pig food. Oh, hell, I've been playing games since I was old enough to play games. Used to be board games, you know. That's a long time ago. But I don't play just this. Matter of fact, I don't actually play this game anymore. Not for entertainment. My YouTube page was made from Farm Sim. But I play a whole bunch of other games. I'm playing Baldur's Gate right now. So if you go to my YouTube page, you'll see I've got like, I don't know, 3,000 some videos up there of all kinds of different games that I played over the last couple years. Anyway, let's check and see how we're doing here. All right. There we go. Okay, sunflowers aren't ready. God, I about drowned myself.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is stanky water. Oh, look how stanky this is. Now I gotta go and take a bath. I can barely swim in it. All right. All right, well, the corn's not up. And he's dusting off the hammer. I was gonna ask Lori. I think Lori sometimes doesn't remember she's got one. Well, stuff is growing. Oh, things are going to need fertilizing. Yes, they are. All that stuff that I planted Tuesday and today all has to be fertilized. If I can find my fertilizer. Where is it? There it is. I should be able to find it. It's got the biggest tractor on it. Well, actually, the Challenger's the biggest tractor, but this one's no small fry. I don't know which one to do first. I don't know if it matters. So first of all, let's spread out the spreader. And then I need to go to... turn on fertilizer. And let's go do that little field first, I guess. Sounds like Robin Hood, little field. Seems to me like there was a kid by the name of Littlefield in my school when I was young. It was either Littlefield or Little John. Andy's the devil. The devil made him do it. That devil is named Raphael in the game, which is kind of funny because I made a character named Raphael, so now I'm confused. Now, wait a minute. Why am I doing lime? Oh, man, I don't want to be doing lime. Who did that? Did I do that? I think I did. I needed to set this to fertilizer. All right, start over. We're going to kick this pig. You got to go AFK real quick. Lori's back. Lori, are you all souped up? I'm glad to see that you didn't make the soup out of Rob. I was thinking you guys were having Rob soup. Yeah, it makes you kind of wonder, though. See, we changed to AFK. We started calling it bio. We need a bio break. When we were doing a lot of LAN parties and stuff back in the day, that's what we used to do. We'd just say, hey, I got to do a bio. And then everybody knew what you were doing. Oh, he's got to go shake a horse or something. Whatever the saying was, I don't know. Some silly saying. You got to see a man about a horse. You got to go kick a dog. I don't know. Women powder their nose. I guess men can go out and kick a dog. Whatever men do. Who knows what men do anymore? Uh-oh, lost a sign. Oh, I just lost a sign. Uh-huh. You don't have Farm Sim 22? Do you have Farm Sim at all? Your back teeth are floating. I've heard that one. It's been a while. Rob did a shout out. Did it really work? Did it work? Oh, yeah, I saw it. That's the one with the combine, isn't it? Yeah. Well, at least the stream is working today, and I did absolutely nothing. So whatever was wrong on Tuesday was not me. And the funny part was, as I'm streaming, YouTube is recording it, so that when I'm done streaming, YouTube takes the stream and puts it up as a video automatically, so that anybody that missed the stream can then watch it. So when I went to that yesterday and I watched the end of it was me doing the soup du jour. That's when it ended. I put the soda in the can and I took a drink and put it down, and the stream ended. Now, when I actually stopped the stream was 20 minutes later. It was almost 2:30 when I stopped the stream. So I had been thinking it was streaming for a half hour and you guys weren't seeing anything or hearing anything. I have no idea what the heck was wrong. Okay, where did I? This is weird. Where did I leave off? All right, well, I'm gonna kind of fill this in a little bit. You got FS 17 and 19, but you don't have 22. Hey, well, Christmas is coming up. Maybe Santa will bring it to you. You never know. Well, let's see if I can get this thing working right here. So, Lori, how was the soup? Are you back? That's a pretty good price. It's cheaper than I got it for. What the heck did it cost me when I bought this? I paid about $80 some. Well, actually, I paid more than that because I bought 3 copies of it. But the one copy was, I think, $85 for this that I paid. I still have a copy of FS22 I've never opened. I should auction it off or something, or give it away. I don't like doing giveaways, but I don't mind giving people things. I've done that many times. I've gifted games to people before. I don't mind doing that. As a matter of fact, I kind of enjoy doing it. But I don't like it when it becomes expected. Or if somebody gets mad because they're not the one that got it. And I always said early on that if you're giving stuff away to get people to come to your channel, you're not getting decent people. You're getting people that just want to come in and win something. If they don't win, they're not going to come back anyway. They're not people that want or care about what you're doing. They're just coming in to win a game or something. And if you want to grow your channel, Do something that people want to see. Be entertaining, just have fun. That's the main thing. If you're having fun, it don't matter where anybody comes in to see or not. I should know. Although the older I get, the less fun it is. Yeah, they still wouldn't get it on their PCs, huh? Well, see, that's the mistake you made right there. What I did with Jeff when Jeff was young is, Jeff, for your birthday, I just got you a new Nintendo game. Jeff, for Christmas, I just got you the new Fallout 4 game. I would buy the games for the kids. They owned the game, but they didn't own the console. The PlayStation belongs to me. The Xbox belongs to me. So, you didn't clean your room today. Oh, Dad, where's the Xbox? I said, it's in my office where it's going to stay. Why? You didn't clean your room like I asked you. You didn't take the garbage out. You did something, got bad grades. You did something you shouldn't have been doing. I'm not going to reward you for that. And they couldn't say anything. If I'd have bought them the game, they'd say, it's my game. I can play it whenever I want, blah, blah, blah. No, you can't. I hate to tell you, but the internet belongs to me too. So does the electricity you're playing it with. Kids are spoiled. Now, see, I can't say that anymore. My kids are not kids anymore. My kids are in their 40s now. So, well, two of them are. One's real close behind by a couple years. You got a 3060? I got I'm using a 4080 in this. Okay, Lambo was asking about a 4060. Was he talking to me? I got a 4080. When I looked at them, I was going to get a 4090, but they wanted an extra $1,200 for it. And I said, oh. I looked at the stats. The stats weren't worth an extra $1,000. So I just said that 480 is going to be good enough for me. As it was, I put $5,000 in this computer, so all total. That was enough. I didn't want to put another $1,000 in just to get a 4090 that I didn't need. It didn't do anything more than what my 4080 can do. Not really. Yuppers. God, dang it, Scorpion. You just freaked me out. I was speed reading your comment, and all I saw is when one of the kids dies. And then I thought, what? Why would he say that? And then I read it again. Kids' cards die. I skipped over part of it. You want your kids to die before you change their computer? What? That's cruel, man. I'm still using the 1080 Ti for the win. And it plays everything I can play. I don't have any troubles with it. And, I'm doing 4K. I know it makes a difference. The 4080, I know it makes a difference because sometimes I don't think I can see it. Because I've seen some 1080s recordings that look the same as the 4Ks. You know, it's just, I can't see the difference. Now, you have to remember, there's millions of billions of people in the world. They all have different eyesight. What I see and what you see are two different things. They're not the same. And I think the same way with colors. Like if I say that tree is a pretty shade of green, you may say, yeah, it's a pretty green, but it may, to me, the green could be a different shade of green because we don't see the same. Your green is different than my green. And how would you ever prove it in a court of law? I mean, you know, it's green, period. But I can take the only way I can tell my 1080 is better than my son's computer is when we're playing a game like Baldur's Gate. And we're in the city of Baldur's Gate. And I'm standing there watching all these beautiful ships go by on into the port. And Jeff said, what are you doing? I said, I'm watching these beautiful ships and all the people on the ship and everything. He says, what ships? And I said, right here where we're standing on the dock. I'm watching all these ships go by. There's nothing out there, Dad. Yeah, there is. And I told him, come in my room. And he came into my office and he says, oh my God, I'm not seeing half of what you see. Well, it must be the 4080. He literally could, there were no ships on his computer. His computer didn't have enough power to draw the ships. So, and even so, his game still looks pretty good. He's just not seeing all the detail I can see. Know what I mean, Vern? Turn off the Wi-Fi. Yeah. You can do stuff with the router too. I know I can go into my router and it shows me everybody that's hooked to that router. And I can say, okay, I don't want I gotta fix that. I can say I don't want that person to use my, internet at all, so I can block them on there. I can say I want this particular iPhone or Xbox or PlayStation to shut off at 10 o'clock at night and not come on again till 10 o'clock in the next day. So I can do it that way with the router, and then they won't be able to get internet, and that saves me from having to shut the internet off. I know what Scorpion's thinking. You're the one that put it on. All right, well, that's good time for me to go. It's 3 o'clock, time for me to stop. So I've done enough for today. I've done enough damage. And CFL must have got left or something. He must have thought I was angry when I did that. I don't, stuff doesn't bother me like that. If I knew how to fix it, I'd fix it. But I don't think it's broken. Anyway, take care of yourselves, everybody. Thanks for joining me. It is weekend coming up. So take care of yourselves. Take care of your families. Hopefully I'll see you next time. Ta-ta for now. Bye. At least everything worked today.